Let's get right into it. Number 10. Panicking while drowning. Drowning is eerily quiet. No screaming, no wild splashing, just a silent struggle that looks almost peaceful from the outside. But your body's having a full-blown panic response. Your arms and legs start moving like you're trying to climb an invisible ladder. Meanwhile, your lungs are burning through oxygen faster than a rocket burns through fuel. The crazy part? Your own survival instincts are actually working against you. This panicked state makes you burn through oxygen about 3 times faster than if you just stayed calm. It's like having a car with a fuel leak. The harder you press the gas, the faster you run out. But there's a weird trick that can save your life. Just flip onto your back. Floating on your back is like hitting the reset button for your body's panic system. Plus, your face isn't underwater anymore. Most people who drown actually had enough strength left to save themselves. They just wasted it all on panic-induced thrashing that looked more like an underwater dance party than actual swimming. So remember, if you ever find yourself in deep water, don't try to win a fight against it. Just lean back, take slow breaths, and pretend you're on a really wet lounge chair. Number 9. Taking the fire elevator. When alarms start blaring, your first instinct might be to hop in that convenient elevator. But that quick decision could be the last one you ever make. Elevators during fires are basically vertical coffins. When fire hits a building, the power gets wonky real fast. 1 minute you're smoothly descending. The next you're trapped between floors in a metal box. Smoke loves to travel upward through elevator shafts like they're giant chimneys. That small enclosed space can fill with toxic fumes in seconds. Even the elevator itself turns against you. Its sensors get confused by the smoke. The doors might open automatically on a floor that's actively burning. In Memphis back in 1994, even trained professionals got caught in this trap. The moment those elevator doors opened, thick smoke rushed in like a wave. 2 brave firefighters never made it out. The sensors might think smoke is a person trying to enter, keeping those doors wide open at exactly the wrong moment. So next time those alarms go off, remember, stairs are your best friend. They might make your legs burn, but that's way better than the alternative. Number 8. Car idle in snowstorms. You're stuck in your car during a heavy snowstorm. The temperature's dropping faster than your phone battery. When snow piles up around your car, it can block the exhaust pipe. And when that happens, all those invisible engine fumes start creeping back into your car instead. The scary part is you won't smell anything. You won't see anything. You won't taste anything. But those fumes are filling up your car like an invisible flood. There was this case where a group of friends got stranded during a snowstorm. They kept the engine running for heat. The snow blocked their exhaust pipe. By the time someone found them, they were all unconscious. So what should you do? First, get out and clear that exhaust pipe. Keep checking it every hour. Crack open a window for fresh air. Only run the engine for short bursts when you absolutely need to warm up. Think of it like taking small sips of water instead of trying to drink the whole bottle at once. Number 7. The smoke inhalation trap. Most people who get caught in fires don't actually die from the flames. It's what's floating above their heads that gets them. When things burn, they release a cocktail of invisible killers that float up to the ceiling. Think of it like a deadly layer cake. The higher up you go, the more toxic it gets. Standing up puts your head right in the danger zone, where all those nasty gases are hanging out. Just a few breaths of this stuff can make you dizzy and confused. Once that happens, good luck finding your way out. But nature's given us a life hack. All that toxic stuff rises, which means the air near the floor is way cleaner. It's like having a secret safety zone that most people completely miss. The air just 6 inches above the floor can be up to 100 degrees cooler than at head height. You can actually see better down there too. In a fire, the person crawling like a baby might look silly, but they're actually the smartest one in the room. Keep your face close to the floor, and if possible, keep one shoulder against the wall to avoid getting lost. Number 6. Chest compression hesitation. When someone's heart stops, every second counts. Without chest compressions, their chances of survival drop by 10% each minute. Proper chest compressions are supposed to be deep and forceful. You're pushing down about 2 inches into the chest. And yes, you might hear some cracking. That's normal. And honestly, it's better than the alternative. Studies show that even trained medical professionals sometimes hesitate because they're worried about hurting the patient. You can't make a dead person more dead, but you can definitely make them alive again. Just push hard and fast in the center of the chest. Don't stop until help arrives or they wake up and tell you to knock it off. And if they complain about sore ribs later, just remind them they're alive to complain about it. Number 5. Outrunning wildfires. Wildfires can move faster than Olympic sprinters. These monsters can race forward at up to 14 miles per hour in forests. In grasslands, they can hit speeds of 20 miles per hour. The average person runs at about 8 miles per hour. These infernos create their own weather systems. They can suddenly change direction without warning. One minute you're running away from the flames, the next they're coming at you from the side. The heat alone can kill you from hundreds of feet away. The superheated air can cook your lungs from the inside out, and that's before the flames even reach you. Here's what actually works. Get out early when warnings first come. Don't wait until you see flames to evacuate. If you're trapped without a vehicle, find a clearing with no plants or trees. Look for rocky areas, parking lots, or large ditches. Remember, the time to run is before the fire gets close. Once you see flames, it's already too late to outrun them. Your only option then is finding a spot where there's nothing left to burn. Number 4. Standing still in stampedes. When caught in a massive crowd surge, your first instinct might be to plant your feet and stand still. But that's a one-way ticket to getting crushed. When you freeze in place during a stampede, you become like a rock in a human river. The forces of the crowd will crush against you from all sides, like being squeezed in a giant fist. Crowds actually behave like fluid dynamics. The pressure can get so intense that it's like having a car slowly pressing against your chest. Your lungs can't expand properly to breathe, and your blood can't flow like it should. There's a simple trick that could save your life. Move with the flow. By staying mobile and shifting with the crowd's movement, you spread out all that crushing force across your body. It's like being a leaf in the stream instead of a boulder. Try to move diagonally through the crowd when you can. This helps you gradually work your way to the edges where the pressure is lower. Keep your arms close to your body, bent at the elbows. This creates a small buffer zone that helps you breathe. Stay upright at all costs. If you fall, that's when things get really dangerous. In a stampede, stillness equals danger. Keep moving, stay alert, and ride that human wave to safety. Number 3. Ignoring crushing injuries. When someone's trapped under heavy debris, your first instinct might be to pull them out quickly. But that could actually kill them. When someone's trapped for a while, their muscles get squished and start breaking down. It's like squeezing all the juice out of an orange, except the juice here is filled with nasty chemicals. When you suddenly free them, all the blood rushes back into those damaged muscles at once. Think of it like a dam breaking. Those toxic chemicals from damaged muscles suddenly flood into the bloodstream. Your heart gets hit with this toxic wave and can start beating irregularly. The person seems fine right after being freed, maybe even happy and relieved. But then things go downhill fast. This happens more often than you'd think. After earthquakes and building collapses, many people don't die from being trapped. They die shortly after being rescued. If possible, get medical help before moving them. Paramedics can give fluids through an intravenous to help wash out those toxins. If you absolutely have to move someone, try to do it gradually. Just because they seem okay right after being freed doesn't mean they're safe. Number 2. The doorframe death trap. Back in the old days, when houses were made of weak materials like adobe, doorframes were often the strongest part of the building. But today's buildings are totally different. Modern doorframes are made of the same materials as the rest of your walls. They're not special anymore. In fact, running to a doorway during an earthquake can actually get you hurt. Think about it. You've got a heavy door swinging around wildly while everything's shaking. It's like playing dodgeball with a wooden slab that wants to knock you out. Plus, doorways are usually weak points in modern buildings. They're literally holes in your walls. The real killers in earthquakes aren't usually the shaking itself. It's all the stuff flying around. Furniture, glass, that ceramic collection. Standing in a doorway leaves you exposed to all of that. Instead, you want to get under something sturdy, like a heavy table. Drop to the ground so you don't fall over. Get under cover to protect yourself from falling debris, and hold on until the shaking stops. Number 1. Yelling when you're lost. Imagine you're lost in the wilderness, surrounded by nothing but trees and rising panic. Your first instinct is to start screaming, "Help!" at the top of your lungs, but that instinct is actually your worst enemy out here. Your voice is like your phone battery, and yelling is like running all your apps at once. You'll drain it fast, and when you really need it, you'll be left with nothing but a hoarse whisper. Nature isn't built for carrying human voices. Those trees are basically sound-eating monsters. Your loudest scream might not even make it past the first few rows of trees, but there's a tiny tool that could save your life. A whistle. This little piece of plastic or metal can cut through the wilderness like a laser beam through fog. It takes about as much energy to blow a whistle as it does to sip your morning coffee. The pros use a simple code, 3 short blasts, pause, repeat. It's like Morse code for, hey, I'm over here, and I'd really like to not become bear food. While the person screaming their lungs out gets tired after 30 minutes, you could keep whistling for hours. That distinct 3-blast pattern is a universal emergency language. Rescue teams are specifically trained to listen for it, so next time you're packing for an outdoor adventure, throw a whistle in your bag. It weighs less than a candy bar, but could end up being worth more than gold when you need it. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.